Well, welcome to another episode of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. I'm Sal DiVincenzo here with my fabulous colleagues, Sarah Fade, Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
Great.
Good.
All right. Yes, we're pushing through now, coming close to April.
Yeah.
It's coming up, so we're very excited.
Yeah.
Why don't we get started with our segments? We'll jump right in. Nicole, why don't you go first?
Actually, Sarah should go first because she picked it.
Oh, Sarah will go first then.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's very nice. Okay.
Well, I think it's a mutual.
Yeah,
Okay.
we decided because the AI one went so well, where we both happened to talk about the same topic. I feel like that was
Okay.
fun being able to talk about the same thing.
Yes.
So we did it again,
Very good.
but Sarah picked the topic this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as most people know, the solar eclipse, the great solar eclipse of 2024, is happening when?
It's coming April 8th.
April 8th. That's right. So I just thought we will have programs here.
We do have many programs here.
Yes. And I thought we could also talk about some of the books and DVDs that we have here for people who
Fantastic.
might be interested in it. So I did print out 2 articles from our free databases at the library.
Databases, very good.
Yep. So on April 8th, 2024, a total solar eclipse will occur in North America, allowing scientists to study the sun's corona. They're all very excited about being able to study the sun. The corona is still not well understood.
Oh.
Yeah, and researchers hope to gain insights into its phenomena during the eclipse. As a matter of fact, 2 new spacecrafts, the Parker Solar Probe and the Solar Orbiter, have been launched to gather data from near and within the corona just for the eclipse.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
So the sun's fast and slow winds are formed differently and contain different elements and numbers of electrons, which are related to the sun's complex magnetic fields.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the sun.
Nothing.
Yeah, so it's hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called the Great Eclipse, right?
Yes.
Sure.
And it is a 115-mile wide strip of North America that will be
yeah.
plunged into darkness.
Across.
The totality,
Yeah.
right? It was path of totality.
Yeah. The disk of the moon will slip in front of the sun, obscuring its face and creating a rosy, fluffy crown of flame, visible from Mexico to Canada.
Wow.
It will be the last spectacle of its kind until August 23rd, 2044.
Really?
Yeah.
20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might still be around.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Hopefully we will.
We now know that the corona is the sun's shockingly hot outer atmosphere. But what we don't know, however, is how or why it's so hot.
The sun, we don't know why the sun is so
they
hot.
don't. They don't know what. Don't know anything really. That's what this
Don't know
article.
anything.
This article called "The Great Eclipse" basically it should just be like, we know nothing about the sun. Yeah. So, but it's a 15-page article.
Okay.
Of nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, basically like just like Earth. Wait, the sun contains layers. That's it. The solar wind consists
like an onion.
like an onion. Solar wind consists of 2 types of wind.
Okay.
Fast solar wind, which can travel, ready, at 1.7 million miles per hour
That's right.
and fills the heliosphere. And then there's slow wind, which streams from equatorial areas at only 700,000 miles per hour.
Okay.
So you have slow and fast
Molasses.
winds. Yeah. The sun is a particle accelerator. It's a ball of plasma, a self-sustaining thermonuclear reactor. It just gets better.
It does all these
gale-
wonderful things.
A gale of mass and energy, the source of all life.
Ooh.
That's true. Without the sun, we'd be very, very cold and not living.
Not living.
Right?
It would take, 8 minutes, something like that, for us to
Yes.
realize it's turned off?
Yes.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
The sun is 400 times bigger than the moon,
Yes.
but it's also 400 times farther away from us.
Yes.
So,
I learned that in the PBS thing I watched.
oh, see? Okay. So speaking of PBS,
Yeah.
one thing that we have here for adults is PBS Eclipse over America.
Nice.
It's very nice.
And then we have some books called Eclipse. The celestial phenomena that changed the course of history. Then we have Totality, the Great American Eclipses of 2017 and 20 24.
We were around for the 2017 one, right?
Yeah.
We did
We
stuff
were.
at the library and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
this
was
is-
actually in Pennsylvania that year.
Oh, yeah?
And what was neat about that is it was more in Pennsylvania than it was in New York.
Oh, cool.
So that was cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is cool. So this tells you a little bit how to observe an eclipse safely.
Safely.
Don't
yeah.
look directly at the eclipse.
How to photograph and video,
right?
cool.
why they happen, the mythology and folklore. And this is interesting, the response of animals to total solar eclipses.
They do not like it.
Yeah, well, yeah, they don't know. So, and then we have a book I thought would be good. since
Wow.
We know very little about the sun, apparently.
Yes.
Called Our Sun,
Yeah,
Biography
show that over here. That's a nice.
of a Star.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's like a coffee table book.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has a lot of pictures.
It does.
It's all
The
pictures.
aurora borealis. I would love to see the northern
Oh, yeah.
lights on
Northern
that.
Lights. Yeah. We've got to go to Alaska
I did not see it in
You go to
Norway.
Canada. I think,
or
even think I
Norway.
see
Norway.
Norway. Yeah.
sometimes because of climate change, if you go all the way upstate to New York, you can still see them sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's climate so much as it has to do with the solar cycle.
Well, I don't know. I heard it's climate because of the things. in
The things happening with the climate and
Yeah.
the things with the sun.
Yeah.
And the things and the
That's
lights.
that's what I've been hearing.
All right.
Or with Southside. So that's what we have here. A little
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
about.
So those
Very
for the
cool.
adults, and then if your kids are interested and you don't think one of these books or articles might be, good for them.
Yes.
We have solar eclipse. We have some books on eclipses in general, and then solar eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the same numbers, the 523.78.
Sciencey places.
Yeah. And then, like I said, there's a PBS little 15-minute video about solar eclipses. And it's like YouTube style, like Hank Green, whatever the other one, Tim. I don't know.
Tim?
The other Green brother. Is it Tim?
Tim and Tom. I don't know.
No, that's Hank and Tim, I think.
Hank.
Anyway, in their style of like YouTube science. And then, but the guy was saying, he's like, it's not going to happen again for another 20 years. He's like, this is a once in a generation experience. And I was like, I don't think so.
No, not once a generation.
I was like, I hope not.
Yeah, maybe for
Yeah,
some
because if you're
for
8,
some.
you're going to remember it. And
Yeah.
hopefully
Well,
when
what's
you're
a generation
28,
mean?
A generation is usually 100 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 80 years?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, like
So
that
maybe
equates-
his science skills are better than his math skills.
That's
it's
possible.
like once in a lifetime. Once
Yeah,
in a generation.
generation.
Let's
yeah.
hope so.
So I didn't appreciate it when he said that. I was like, what? But anyway, and then he was talking about, I so don't care about this stuff. Like, do you
About
care
the
about
sun?
this?
Solar eclipses?
Like this outer space.
I can't. Oh, you know what? I can't. Okay. So sometimes when I like to think,
Yeah.
and I'll think about certain
Just
things.
sometimes when she thinks.
No, yeah, no.
I know what
few
you're about to
times.
say. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So sometimes when I'm just like,
yeah.
and I will think about space
Yeah.
and the infiniteness
No.
of it all, and I cannot grasp it. I literally
Yes.
will be like, I can't think about
That's
this.
what I mean when I say I'm not. I mean, it's so much, and it like and it's
It
like
is.
it's not like enjoyable. It makes me like existential. Like I don't
know.
enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I'm not like saying it's not interesting. It's so interesting that it's too much for my
Too much.
little brain.
It is. That and death.
Yeah.
No. These are two topics that I can just sit.
Yeah.
When you see me somewhere on a bench just sitting,
Just absolutely zoning out.
So she's
I'm thinking about one of those two things.
Yeah.
Or lunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's a span of different feelings.
No, but that really is. So I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I mean that in like I just
Yeah,
cannot wrap my head
no.
around it. And so the 15-minute PBS video, I watched like 5, and I was like, I can't do it
Yeah.
anymore. But they do talk about the path of totality, and also how there's like apps and maps, so you can kind of like figure out how to get close as you can.
Cool.
And then NASA, of course, their website has a ton of different activities, and Scholastic website also has activities as well. And these look like, for your little kids. They say go to NASA to find out like the best time. And then also you can make a pinhole viewer. So again, like
Yes.
being safety things.
Definitely
you
be
can
safe.
also sign up to get a kit from us. We are giving out
If you have a
kits.
library card.
If you have a
yes.
library card,
Yeah.
it's one kit per household. It's in the quarterly. If you have any questions about that, you can call the desk as well. There's also how to create sun prints, which is kind of cool. So if you have like construction paper and you put something over it and you let it sit out in the sun a little bit, when you pick it up, it look the imprint's there. Yeah. And then popping a balloon by using a magnifying glass with the sun. So like cute little activity, nice. Things I can wrap my head around. Yes, that's about my
kids
level.
Activities.
Yeah. So I thought those were fun things to do, like because the eclipse itself is not too long. So a lot of things to do throughout the day while you're kind of getting ready for it. Yeah. So
exactly. Very cool.
Yes.
Yes. So again, if you are a patron of the library, you can request one of those kits. And it comes with a couple of pairs of glasses, actually viewing glasses, and then a pinhole viewer kind of activity. So you'll use some.
That's for adults too.
For adults too. Yes. It is one per household though, one per family. So we should say so.
So you can share. And we'll have our parking lots, right? We're going to be out there.
Yeah, we're going to, weather permitting. Weather permitting, we'll be out in the parking lot. We'll have a space set aside for people who want to look at the sun and the eclipse. And if not, if for some reason it is raining, we will have a live stream of it here in Center Reach in our cafe. So you can maybe have something to drink and watch the sun being eclipsed by the moon.
Very cool.
And all that good stuff. Great. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for that excellent information on the solar eclipse. If you want to read our show notes or listen to older episodes, visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. If you want to subscribe, you should hit that subscribe button. You know, we did have a nice little jump in subscribers since last week. And I greatly appreciate it. So definitely take advantage of that. We greatly appreciate that. And hit the like button if you like this episode. We also appreciate that because that means a lot to us as well. So thank you so much for watching and listening. For Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. See you on the next show.